good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Wherever you're joining us from, welcome to the Iraqi Dinar RV channel. We're your go-to destination for in-depth insights, financial forecasts, and breaking news centered around the Iraqi Dinar, IQD. In today's special broadcast, we're discussing a game-changing update that has stirred the global currency community. The long-discussed revaluation, or RV, of the Iraqi dinar appears to have officially kicked off. According to Frank26, a respected voice in the currency analysis community, signs are now pointing toward the start of a long-anticipated shift. Confidence has surged, with sentiment hitting an all-time high. This could be the moment dinar holders and watchers have been waiting for. In this report, we'll break down what's happening, why now, and what it could mean for investors and Iraq's economy as a whole. RV confirmed. The game has changed. For years, the dinar community has been a mix of hopeful investors, skeptical analysts, and curious observers. Some labeled the idea of an RV as wishful thinking. Others warned it was nothing more than a financial myth. However, Frank26's latest broadcast may have flipped the narrative completely. According to him, internal financial changes in Iraq, along with shifting policies and increased government transparency, all indicate the RV process has now been triggered. He points out growing movements within Iraq's banking sector and adjustments in monetary protocols, all pointing to a major valuation change. The tone of official conversations is no longer vague. It's assertive, deliberate, and forward-looking. The Central Bank of Iraq, CBI, appears to be subtly preparing for an adjusted rate, possibly laying the groundwork for international reintegration. What is an RV, and why does it matter? The term RV refers to a revaluation, which means the reassessment and potential increase of a currency's exchange rate. For the Iraqi dinar, this could mean a drastic rise in value. For instance, someone holding 1 million IQD today might see that sum worth significantly more if the exchange rate changes in their favor. This is not just about investor profits. An RV can revitalize a country's economy by building trust, attracting foreign investment, and re-establishing credibility in the global financial market. For Iraq, the RV could signal a return to economic strength after decades of turmoil. What's fueling the RV momentum? Frank26 points to a variety of compelling factors. 1. Increased banking activity. Iraqi banks are preparing their systems for a shift. There's talk of internal software updates, policy realignments, and international banking discussions. 2. Coordination with global institutions. There has been a spike in communication between Iraq's central bank, government officials, and external financial entities. These discussions appear highly strategic and focused on integration with global markets. 3. Confidence among investors. Institutional investors are taking a closer look at Iraq. This level of interest from large-scale players signals that the RV may no longer be theoretical. It's becoming actionable. 4. Private sector optimism. The Iraq-Britain Business Council and other economic groups are actively planning for post-RV developments, including trade enhancement and investment strategy. Why is 2025 a turning point? Several factors have converged to make this the right time for Iraq to act. Oil revenue. Iraq controls one of the largest oil reserves in the world. With oil prices climbing in recent months, the country's revenues have grown significantly. Increased national income strengthens the case for currency revaluation. Security improvements. Iraq has made major strides in stabilizing its domestic environment. Reduced violence and improved governance enhance investor confidence. Infrastructure and reform. From highways to digital banking platforms, Iraq has been rebuilding its national infrastructure. These efforts make the country more attractive to global businesses and financial institutions. The role of technology in Iraq's financial future. A major piece of this puzzle is digital transformation. Iraq has begun modernizing its financial framework by introducing digital payment platforms, enhancing cyber protections, and digitizing citizen banking services. These upgrades not only increase efficiency, but also create transparency, one of the most vital conditions for investor trust. The Central Bank of Iraq has been particularly active, working on integrating new technologies and systems to better interact with international financial institutions. The move toward a modern digital economy is another strong indicator that Iraq is preparing for a major financial realignment. Geopolitics and regional influence. Let's not forget Iraq's strategic position in the Middle East. As tensions ease across the region and diplomatic ties improve, Iraq is positioning itself as a potential neutral hub for trade. With powerful allies like China, Russia, and members of the European Union now partnering more deeply with Iraq, the conditions are becoming favorable for currency strength and regional economic leadership. What about the Vietnamese dong? Often compared to the dinar, the Vietnamese dong, VND, is another currency that attracts attention from speculative investors. While Vietnam's economy is stable and growing, its government has maintained strict control over its monetary policy. Inflation and trade balance concerns have kept the VND relatively stagnant. Experts currently believe that the Iraqi dinar has a much higher likelihood of revaluation in the near term compared to the dong. Signs of revaluation in the market currency. Brokers have reported a noticeable rise in demand for Iraqi dinar, with some experiencing limited supply. This isn't coincidental. When word spreads that a revaluation could be imminent, demand surges. Historically, when demand for a currency increases and supply tightens, value follows. Combine that with Iraq's improved credit rating and increased reserves, and the setup looks ideal for a major shift. Stay smart and stay informed. Despite the excitement, it's essential to remain grounded. Any investment, including currency speculation, comes with risks. While the signs are more encouraging than ever, one must never invest more than they're prepared to lose. Frank26 himself advises caution. While the indicators are strong and the steps being taken are real, smart investors stay educated, verify claims, and plan long-term. Emotional decisions, fueled by hype, often lead to disappointment. Patience and strategy are your most powerful tools. Final thoughts. A nation ready for change. The Iraqi dinar revaluation is more than a financial move. It represents a nation's attempt to reclaim its global economic role. Years of war, sanctions, and political instability have taken a toll, but Iraq is now actively turning a corner. A stronger dinar could signal the rebirth of Iraq as an economic powerhouse in the region. As we watch these developments unfold, one thing is clear: change is no longer a distant possibility. It is knocking at the door. Are you holding IQD? Have you been waiting for this moment? We'd love to hear from you. Drop your thoughts in the comments. This channel exists for you, and your voice makes our community stronger. Before you go, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, and bookmark our page. If the RV proceeds at its current pace, the coming days and weeks could be transformative, and we'll be here to break it down with clarity, insight, and accuracy. Thank you for watching. The future of the Iraqi Dinar RV may finally be arriving, and you're here to witness history in motion. Disclaimer: this article is intended for educational purposes only and does not constitute financial, legal, or tax advice. The foreign exchange market is inherently risky and prone to misinformation. Consult with qualified professionals before making any investment decision. Iraqi Dinar RV is not liable for any losses or damages resulting from the use or reliance on this content.